Chapter 10. Madhai's prayers to Nityananda Prabhu and his devotional service. By the mercy of Lord Chaitanya, both Jagai and Madhai lived at Madhya as the most pious persons. They woke up early in the morning and bathed in the Ganges at a solitary place. They regularly chanted the holy names of Krishna 200,000 times. Thus, they constantly condemned themselves and cried while chanting the holy names. Receiving the mercy of Krishna, they became the most magnanimous. They saw everyone as dear to Krishna. Remembering their former envy, they would constantly cry and fall on the ground. Gaurachandra, O dear Father, you are the deliverer of the fallen souls. Remembering this constantly, they cried again and again. In ecstatic love for Krishna, they forgot to eat. Remembering the causeless mercy of Lord Chaitanya, they would cry repeatedly. Lord Vishvambara and his followers would constantly solace them with sweet and assuring words. Although the Lord personally made them take prasad, this did not pacify their hearts. Particularly Madhai often cried, remembering his violence to Nityananda Prabhu. Although Nityananda Prabhu forgave all of his offenses, still his mind did not become peaceful. I made Nityananda bleed. Lamenting constantly like this, he would beat his chest with his hands. The body in which Sri Chaitanya enjoys his pastimes, I, the most sinful, have beaten that very same body. Remembering this, Madhai would swoon anew. He had no other activity except crying. Nityananda Prabhu happily wandered all over Madhya in the mood of a young boy. Nityananda Prabhu was naturally most ecstatic. He wandered all over Madhya without any pride. One day, seeing Nityananda Prabhu alone, Madhai fell down and caught hold of his lotus feet. He washed Lord Nityananda's feet with the tears of love streaming from his eyes, and taking a straw in his mouth, began to offer prayers. O Lord, as Vishnu, you maintain the entire universe. As Ananta, you hold untold universes on your hoods. You are the epitome of devotional service. Lord Shiva and Parvati, always remember you. You bestow your own devotional service to all. There's no one more dear to Lord Chaitanya than you. By your mercy alone, the most powerful Gora happily carries Krishna as a matter of pastimes. You chant the glories of Krishna with your unlimited mouths. You teach people that devotional service is the highest duty. The great sage Narad forever sings your glories. Lord Chaitanya is your only wealth. Your other name is divider of river Kalindi. King Janak received transcendental knowledge by worshipping you. You are the embodiment of all religious principles, and you are the original personality of Godhead. The Vedas describe you as Adidev, or the primeval Lord. You are the father of the universe and master of all mystic perfections. You are the great archer Lakshman Chandra. You are the destroyer of atheists and the master of all who savor devotional mellows. You know the internal mood and mission of Lord Chaitanya. By seeing you, Mahamaya herself became worshipable. The innumerable universes desire the shadow of your lotus feet. You are the devotee of Lord Chaitanya and the source of pure devotional service. You are everything to Sri Chaitanya. You are the omnipotent personality of Godhead. You are the companion, the friend, the resting place, the umbrella, and the life and soul of Sri Chaitanya. No one is more dear to Krishna than you. You are the origin of all the incarnations of Sri Gaurachandra. O Lord, you save the fallen souls and you destroy the lives of the atheists. You always protect the Vaishnavas and you teach everyone the principles of Vaishnavism. By your mercy, Lord Brahma creates the cosmic manifestation. Your consorts, Revati and Varuni, eternally serve you. You are the cause of everything, yet you are aloof from all things. You hold the Lord of countless universes on your chest. Your transcendental body, the reservoir of all happiness, is as soft as the petals of lotuses. Lord Krishna enjoys his pastimes with your body. I have harmed such a transcendental body. There is none more sinful than I am. Shame on me, shame on me. Lord Shiva and Parvati, along with millions of chaste women, worship your transcendental form as their very life. Worshipping your form destroys one's material bondage. It is I who injured such a body. By adoring your divine form, King Chitraketu became the foremost Vaishnava and spent a happy and prosperous life. People in innumerable universes meditate upon your transcendental body. I am so sinful. I tried to harm this body. Service to your divine form freed the sages at Naimisharanya, headed by Saunaka, from material bondage. Being envious of this body, Indrajit was destroyed. Being envious of this body, Dvita was killed. Jarasandha was destroyed by offenses to this body. Since I cut such a body, I have no hope of good fortune. What to speak of wounding? Just for insulting your transcendental personality, you crushed Rukmi, the brother-in-law of Lord Krishna. Romaharshan Sutta, who had a lifespan equal to Lord Brahma, disregarded you by not welcoming you and was burnt to ashes. By insulting you, King Duryodhana was unable to survive. Rather, he died along with his entire family. By providence, renowned devotees could easily know you as the cause of all causes. Queen Kunti, Yudhishthir, Bhishma, Vidura, and Arjun confirm your supremacy and greatness. By neglecting you, one's life is doomed. Then where will I, the most sinful, go? While praying, Madhai floated in love of God. Falling to the ground, he placed the lotus feet of Lord Nityananda on his chest and continued. O Lord Nityananda, you are the protector of the surrendered souls. You are the wealth, life, and soul of Madhai. All glories to the son of Padmavati. All glories to Nityananda, the treasurer of the Vaishnavas. All glories to the most blissful Nityananda who never gets angry. It is befitting to forgive a person who has surrendered unto you. I am the most abominable dog-eater and ungrateful ass. O Lord, please forgive all of my offenses. Hearing the humble prayers of Madhai, Nityananda Prabhu smiled and said, Get up, Madhai. You're my servant. I've manifested myself in your body. Can an affectionate father feel sad if his child hurts him? I took your striking me like this. Anyone who hears your prayers to me will definitely become devoted to my lotus feet. You're the recipient of my Lord's mercy. As far as I'm concerned, I don't even take a hint of your offenses. Whoever worships Sri Chaitanya is my life and soul. I deliver such a person millennium after millennium. If someone worships me alone without worshipping Sri Chaitanya, I will feel unbearable distress. After saying this, Nityananda Prabhu embraced Madhai. All Madhai's miseries vanished at once. Madhai again caught hold of Lord Nityananda's feet and begged, My Lord, I have one more request. You reside in the heart of every living entity, and I have become envious and violent to many such living entities. I do not even remember those whom I've hurt. If I could recognize them, I would definitely apologize to them. I wish that those whom I've offended would somehow forgive my offenses. Oh my Lord, if you kindly tell me how to do this, I will forever remain grateful to you. The Lord replied, Listen as I tell you the ways. Clean and decorate the bathing ghats of the Ganges regularly. When people will take bath happily and comfortably, then they will certainly bless you. This will nullify all of your offenses and serve the Ganges as well. What more good fortune do you need than this? Humbly offer obeisances to everyone, then all of your offenses will be forgiven. Being advised by Lord Nityananda, Madhai circumambulated the Lord and departed. When Madhai chanted the names of Krishna, tears would flow from his eyes. People were astonished to see how Madhai cleaned and decorated the bathing ghats of the Ganges. They considered him a wonderful person. He offered them humble obeisances in return. He appealed to everyone, Please forgive all the offenses I've done knowingly or unknowingly, and bestow your mercy on me. Seeing the crying of Madhai, everyone cried. Out of sheer bliss, they remembered Govinda. When the people of Nadia heard this, they concluded that Nimai Pandit had turned Jagai and Madhai into glorious Vaishnavas. Hearing this, the people were struck with wonder. They all concluded that Nimai Pandit was not an ordinary human being. They said, many sinful people criticize Nimai Pandit without grasping his real identity. He truly does kirtan. Nimai Pandit is truly Krishna's servant. Anyone who ridicules him will be lost. Anyone who can rectify the most degraded Jagai and Madhai must be God himself or empowered by God. Anyway, Nimai Pandit is not an ordinary mortal being. Now his real glories have been revealed. People of Nadia discussed like this. They did not indulge in any needless criticism. Madhai did severe austerities. Soon he became celebrated in Nadia as a brahmachari or celibate. Living on the bank of the Ganges, he always saw her floating waves. He personally used the shovel to build the bathing ghat. By the mercy of Lord Chaitanya, one can see the ruins of his ghat, which was popularly known as Madhai Ghat, even today. The causeless mercy of Lord Chaitanya and Prabhu Nityananda turned both plunderers into pure devotees. The topics of Madhya Khanda are like drops of nectar, describing the salvation of formidable atheists. The principal cause of all of this is Mahaprabhu Gaurachandra. Anyone who feels distressed by hearing this is certainly a cheater. The topics of Sri Chaitanya are unknown to even the 4 Vedas. Therefore, please continue hearing them attentively. Accepting Sri Chaitanya and Nityananda Prabhu as my life and soul, I, Vrindavan Das, sing the glories of their lotus feet.